The hash marks on the number line above are evenly spaced. What is the coordinate of point R? So we have M here, T here. We need to find this R. Okay. I think there's a few ways to do this. But let's find out what the difference between this point is and this point. So we can use that as a sort of anchor. So we can say that the distance between M and R is equal to R minus M. And we can say the total distance between them is equal to T minus M. And that is equal to how many intervals are there between M and R? So there will be 1, 2, 3. And what is the total intervals between them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And once we have that, we can kind of solve for this R, and that should give us the right answer. So let's do that. 5 times R minus M is equal to 3 times T minus M. 5R minus 5M is equal to 3T minus 3M. 5R is equal to 3T minus 3M plus 5M. 5R is equal to 3T plus 2M. And R is equal to 3T divided by 5. So before we do that, I would think it would be best to plug in the value of T, since we know that. So 3 times 5 over 8 plus 2 times negative 1 over 4 equals to 15 over 8. So I'll put 15 over 8 plus negative 2 over 4. Let me move these. Okay, so now we can add five R is equal to 15 over 8 minus 4, so 5 equal to 11 over 8, and then R is equal to, when you divide by 5 and then you divide by 5 here, it's like this, so that is what we're dealing with. So 11 divided by 8 times 5, which is 40. So 11 divided by 8 times 40. And that is the value of R, such that when you plug it back into here, this ratio, well, these two ratios, or this proportion, works out. And that's how you do it. That's one way to do it, actually. There's probably another way of doing it, but you can find the distance between this and this, basically like the same thing, but making like T some kind of anchor, and setting up the ratio that way. You can, but the important thing is knowing how many intervals is in between, knowing the starting and ending, making one of those starting and ending. You could probably divide this by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some value from it because they're evenly spaced, and then do something with M. You find some relationship between these two and how they relate to M. That's the idea, right? And this establishes that relationship.